Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of October 21st through the 27th, 2024. Before I begin, I want to give a massive shout out to Keith, Frank, Yvette, and Thomas. Thank you so much for your donations. They meant the world for me, and I just want to give a massive shout out to anybody who's ever left a donation to this channel. All donations go back into the channel in the form of filming equipment, video editing software, decks, things like that. And recently I had a really big expense come up and those donations helped me out so much. So thank you guys. If you want to leave a donation, link and information on how to do that is in the description box of all of my videos. We have Clean It Up coming out for you. So Scorpio, it feels like a week where, I don't know, I feel like energies just want to settle a little bit. I'm seeing this desire to pay off any debt that you may have. I'm seeing this desire to clean up any big mess that may exist in your house or your car or something like that. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing like vacuuming out your car, really specific for some of you, or like raking your lawn, or if you have like a giant pile of dirty laundry that's just been sitting there, getting that done. Or like, I don't know, now I'm seeing like projects around the home, like if there's like mold in your bathroom or your fridge or something, like removing that and like recalking everything and whatever. I don't know why all of these visions are sort of just coming into my head this week. So this may be a week where you're fixing things up around the home, cleaning things up around the office, your car, and even just mentally cleaning some things up. And that could be like journaling or giving yourself some time and space to just do nothing and meditate and let a lot of stress dissipate from you. I'm seeing visions of being more physically active this week as well. So you could be exercising or playing sports of some sort to let go and release a lot of pent up emotion and energy. I'm seeing jogging. Some of you are getting into jogging or you are into jogging. I'm even seeing like indoor swimming. So I don't know. There's a lot that's flowing through from you guys all at once. Let's dive into your tarot. We have the Ace of Air coming out in reverse. Yeah, this is the thing. It feels like your mind is not clear because there is a lot of quote unquote junk or like pent up energies or things in your life. And that's the thing, like your physical environment is oftentimes a reflection of your internal environment. So when your car is a mess, when your house is a mess, there's things that are like moldy and needing your attention. Usually there's also something internal that needs your attention. And the funny thing is, like when you clean things up physically, I feel like during that time, especially if you're not distracting yourself with things like podcasts or videos or something, you could really like just allow your internal emotions to be cleaned up alongside it. And it's a beautiful way to just regulate yourself, you know, physically cleaning or just releasing this pent up emotion and energy. We have the King of Air coming out in reverse right next to that Ace of Air in reverse. So pretty significant air energy, swords energy, the intellect, your direction in life, feeling clear-minded. This is in a critical place for you this week. Also, pay attention if there is an older than you or in a position of authority over you, masculine energy, especially if they're an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there could be issues with them this week, or they could be expressing like their desire to, I don't know, like get more help from you, or maybe they're sitting you down and saying, hey, like, why are you doing this, or something like that. I don't know. I'm seeing here, you know, you may, and for some of you, check in on your father figure is what I'm seeing. Obviously, not all of us have father figures that are currently like in our lives, but if you do have a father figure in your life and you do feel comfortable, maybe check in on them if they're feeling more distant, or if they are, I don't know, just showing some signs of aging or something like that. It may be time for you to check in on them more, or maybe time for you to just, you know, talk to them more and see what's going on in their lives. So I don't know, random message for somebody. Not everyone though. We have the Hierophant coming out as well. And some of you, I'm seeing this message of looking into therapy or self-help books more seriously this week. And this may have been something you already did in the past. Like you may have been really into self-help books or therapy or, you know, healing, things like that. And, you know, I don't necessarily encourage people to form an addiction around self-help and an addiction around constantly healing oneself, because there comes a point when it's like, okay, I've done enough healing. I'm ready to be whole and full, but healing is not linear either. So there may be points where you feel like you want to go back into that space. So I'm seeing a lot of Scorpio energy people this week may be desiring to just go back into that space. By the way, happy birthday if it's any of your birthdays. Going back into that space of just getting some guidance from somebody outside of you, outside of your family, outside of your friends, outside of your work, somebody who is an intellectual, who gives good psychological advice and life advice. So I am seeing you seeking that from somebody. This could be, like I said, a therapist. This could be like a member of like your church or any community things that you do, somebody in a position of leadership and spiritual strength. You may be going to them for life advice. You may also find yourself in the position of giving advice quite a bit, but this is a week where you want to be relying upon other outside influences for their support towards you. We have the Three of Water coming out, second row of cards now. Beautiful, beautiful community feel here. Opening your heart up to the people around you. I'm seeing improving your relationships, not neglecting your community, not neglecting the people around you, and seriously looking into, like I said, things like therapy, things like reading books that can help you show up better in your life. I'm seeing stress management, anxiety management. You will always have things in your life. There's a beautiful flock of birds outside right now. You will always have things going wrong in your life, stressors that come up, challenges that come up, as well as blessings and love and amazing things. This is the full spectrum of life experience, and you're never going to be immune from any of those things. So you may keep telling yourself, yeah, I'm stressed now. Yeah, I'm really anxious now. But once I finish, fill in the blank, whatever your goal is, whatever you're trying to do, then I'll be happy, then I'll be fine. No, no, don't fall into that way of thinking, because even when you do achieve that goal, there's just going to be something else that makes you stressed, something else that goes wrong. Your pipe bursts or your car gets a flat tire, and it's like, okay, well, once I fix this flat tire, then I'll be fine. And it's like, it keeps going and going and going and going. The nature of time itself, things fall into chaos, things descend into chaos, and our ever expansive spirit and mental wellness constantly brings us through challenges that allow that evolution to take place. So you are never going to be immune from life itself. That is the nature of this life. And it doesn't have to be dismal. That's just a very neutral thing. You experience great love and connection by opening yourself up to great heartbreak and despair. One cannot exist without the other. We live in a neutral universe. And I feel, Scorpio, a lot of you are breaking out of this thinking of like, once this is finished, then I'll be happy. Once this is done, then I won't be stressed. Then I'll start taking my anxiety seriously. And you're saying, you know what, there are certain things in my life right now. Maybe you have a busy schedule. Maybe you have an intense, problem in your family. Maybe you have fill in the blank, whatever your current big stressor is. And it's like, you know what? No, I'm choosing peace even as I'm dealing with this circumstance. But how can I choose peace? What does that look like in my physical day-to-day actions? And that's where you may be looking for outside guidance through things like therapy or, life coaches or psychics or, just even reading nice self-help books and just having some guidance there. So I think that's really, really beautiful. And you're allowing yourself to rely on your community and be a part of your community, give and take in that community. We have the Eight of Air in reverse. Yes, freeing yourself from this stuck feeling. Guys, really, really take your mental health seriously this week. I think that's the overall biggest theme of this week for you, taking your mental health seriously. And then final card out, Seven of Water. Yeah, because this is like an overwhelming feeling of like there's so many different future paths for me, so many different things I can focus on right now. You're romanticizing the future, but forgetting to enjoy the present moment. So yeah. This is a great week, Scorpio, to clean things up in your life physically, mentally, emotionally, get some guidance from people, check in on any father figures in your life or air signs in your life, and really give and take to your community. Learn how to be peaceful in the present moment. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe if you have not already. I want y'all to subscribe because these Capricorns out here, they're getting too cocky. There's too many of them. They take up like 90% of the channel and they know it. And they're like, oh, you should just focus on Capricorn from here on out, blah, blah, blah. We need to humble them. Okay. So make sure you're subscribed. I'm trying to even the playing field out here. Okay. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I offer many different readings and you can ask whatever questions, any topics, any relationships, you'll have the opportunity to do that. And then I will send you your reading within 7 days. No need to make any schedule or appointments or anything like that. You just purchase your reading, send your information, and then I send you your reading. I also have life coaching sessions that are structured similarly, where you ask your questions, talk about, whatever you want to talk about, give me any topics, and I do an hour-long video reading for you. And then we have daily email correspondence in between, and then the next week we do another video, and then email correspondence, and etc. And it's very empowering. I also have my online tarot course, which is up and released. I am looking for new students right now, for sure. So go check that out if you want to learn how to read tarot very confidently for strangers, for yourself, and really understand all of the tarot card meanings for each individual card, as well as possibly starting your own business or spiritual platform. Get that tarot course because it will help you. I give you everything I've learned throughout the years when it comes to tarot and spiritual business. So check that out. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.